Hey there, this is Jillian, and I'm really glad that you have decided to, oops, let me get sorted out here, decided to take a look at this and make sure that you are sorted out for high school. There are going to be a few skills that I'm going to go through, I believe there's 3 of them, that you must know in order for high school math to be a breeze for you. So, as you're starting your 9th grade, you need to know this stuff. Okay, now listen up. If you do not know this really well, you have to practice. Because if you do not practice and know this stuff well, every single test, every single lesson is going to be a challenge for you. The good news is that if you don't know it, you just have to watch these videos and practice, and then you will know it. So first let's make sure you understand it, and then once you understand it, it's your job to practice it until it becomes fluid. And you know how it works. You've learned 100 million other things in your course of your lifetime. You probably learned how to ride a bike. You probably learned how to feed yourself, dress yourself, and all these other things. You can learn this too. You just need to have, number 1, the right mindset that you believe you can. And if you don't, then that's something you need to work on. And number 2, you need to be able to have someone explain it to you who knows how to check. That's me. And part B of that is that you practice it until you go from bad to good to great to awesome. So let's start with integers and adding and subtracting integers. This direction is positive. This direction is negative. It's as simple as that. So when you have something that's plus 3 minus 2, all that means is you're going to start at plus 3 and you're going to move in this direction 2. That's it. Here we're starting at plus 3 and we're going to go this way 2. 1, 2. So it ends up equaling 1. That's it. It's as simple as that. Next, starting at positive 3, and we're going to go left, right? Left is negative, positive is right. Left, oops, where am I? Starting at positive 3 and going left 7. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or what you can do is you can do a little bit of mental math, and you can say from 3 to 0 is 3, and 3 plus what is 7, another 4, and takes you to there. Either method is fine. So from here, count 7 or break it up to 0 and then the negatives. Any way you slice it, it's negative 4. Here, we've got positive 1 minus 4. So we're starting at positive 1 and we're going left 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 3. Now we're starting at negative 1 and we're going positive, or this direction. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. Negative 4 plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you know that positive 3 and 3 are the same thing. So we're going to drop the positives now. If something is starting off with a positive number, we're not going to write plus anymore. We're just going to write 3, or whatever the number is. And you know that plus 3 minus 2 is the same as 3 minus 2, which is 1. And plus 3 minus 7 is the same as 3 minus 7, which is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starting at 3 and going minus 7, or 7 in that direction. You really need to understand the idea of positive and negative are directions, like left and right, or north and south. Really, really important that you understand that. So here we're going to start at 1. We're going to go left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know that's this. Start at negative 3, we're going to go plus 1. Start at negative 5, we're going to go plus 10, so 5 and another 5, or count it up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it ends you off at positive 5. So practice this. Make sure you know it. And lastly, a little shortcut when you do know it is whenever you have pluses and minuses, like here's a positive, here's a minus, here's a positive, here's a minus, you just take the two numbers and subtract them, and then write down the sign of the bigger number in front of the answer. So when I say that, what I mean is if you have 4 minus 6, you see that those signs are different, so you're going to subtract 4 and 6, you get 2. And then what's bigger, 6 or 4? 6. The sign in front of 6 is negative, so it's negative. I'll try another. Negative 5 plus 7. Negative 5 plus 7. The signs are different, so I'm going to subtract them. 5 and 7 have a difference of 2, and the bigger number is 7, and it has a positive sign, so the answer is positive. I'll try another. Minus 3 plus 11. They have different signs, so I'm going to subtract them. 11 minus 3 is 8, and the sign of the bigger number is positive, so my answer is 8. And that's how we do that. When the signs are the same, here when the signs are different, so I'm just going to write that down, signs are different. When we're adding and subtracting numbers, we're going to subtract and write down the sign of the bigger number. So let me write that down. Subtract, and answer is sign of bigger number. When the signs are the same, we're going to add them and put down the sign of the bigger number. Add them and put down the sign of the numbers. So here's what I mean. If you have minus 3 and minus 8, you're going to end up with, the signs are the same, so I add them. 3 plus 8 is 11, and the signs are negative. If you have 5 and 6, the signs are the same, so you'll add them, and the signs are positive. And that's how you do that. Okay, now it's your turn. Make up a bunch of questions or Google a bunch of questions and practice adding and subtracting integers.